What have you benefited from? I want to become a better person. After the month of Ramadan, I have to change. After the month of Ramadan, I have to be one of those people that have changed from their mistakes. I have to be one of those people that have set out a new goal in life. Say, I have changed. I have focused on a new path in my life. I'm not going to be engaging in things that are haram, but I'm going to engage myself in things that are going to benefit me in this dunya and akhirah. Brothers and sisters in Islam, we as Muslims today, we must be mindful that we are blessed. We are blessed to be where we are right now. Now, we're taking a short break and we're going to come back, inshallah, with our wonderful Suhoor program. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness. And every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and free zakat calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
Would you like to give Sadaqah 365 days a year? You can with the Al Imdad Foundation's Daily Sadaqah program. Donate as little as R1 a day for a month for each member of your family, up to any specified amount, and receive monthly feedback on where your contributions have made a difference. Visit alimdad.com and download your Daily Sadaqah debit order form or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
Ishmael, weren't you supposed to be in Umrah?
No, man. With this new visa issues, I can't go every year.
Yeah, I know.
And now my wife, she on my case. She wants the Madina Kajur, Zamzam, Kawa, Dukkha. You know, all the Suhoor and Iftar stuff. I'm telling her, forget all that this year.
What are you stressing about? Find everything at IG Hussein. Leave Ramadan shopping. You can also do all your Eid shopping one time. They got a wide range of Saudi and Dubai Islamic wear for the whole family. Eid gifting cannot get any easier. They have a wide range of perfumes, musallas, frames, and kiddies' educational toys, and much more.
What? Are you serious? Ramadan and Eid shopping under one roof?
Yeah, man. Now you can tell the wife no more excuses for not having homemade savories.
Oh, what savories? More time for her ibadat, not for making savories. IG Hussein, Overport branch, open every Sunday and public holiday. IG Hussein, your Islamic lifestyle.
Samosas, spring rolls, maybe some chicken wraps. This Ramadan, whatever you're making, make sure you use Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Oil, which has a platinum endorsement from the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Sunfoil, now we're cooking. Want to know a secret? You can create delectable treats from your favorite bakery in your very own home this Ramadan. The best bakers know for the perfect decadent treat, they only use Wooden Spoon baking margarine. Wooden Spoon, the magic in baking.
Add a sprinkling of sparkles to your magical parties and special occasions with colorful party supplies and awesome helium balloons. Celebrate Ramadan and Eid in style with our stunning range of decorations, disposable tableware, gift bags, fancy boxes, elegant serviettes, and so much more. Be sparkled by our wide range of household and takeaway packaging, glassware, bakeware, and beautiful wedding accessories just for you. Sprinkles and Sparkles Party Shop. You'll want it all. Opened Monday to Sunday. Visit us at 431 Inanda Road, Parlock, Durban, South Africa. Call 031 577 0604. Follow us on Instagram at Sprink and Spark and Facebook at Sprinkles and Sparkles.
You are listening to Salam Media live from our headquarters in South Africa. This is Salam Media, keeping you company this Ramadan.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Let us be mindful that Allah has blessed us to be in this month of Ramadan. We're blessed to be in this last dying minutes of the month of Ramadan. We're blessed brothers in Islam. So you have to be mindful about your health. Indeed, health is wealth. What if you benefited as a Muslim to change your lifestyle in terms of fitness? Brothers and sisters in Islam, it does not mean that when we say observe fitness, you must go to a special gym. No, you have your gym at home. You can do so many fitness exercises at home. You can do jogging, push-ups, squats at home. You don't even have to pay any monthly fee. So health is wealth, brothers and sisters in Islam. Have you changed your life as a Muslim when it comes to your health? Brothers and sisters in Islam, this is the last few days, last hours of the month of Ramadan. In terms of your fitness, in terms of your health, where do you stand? What is your position when it comes to your fitness levels? What is your condition when it comes to your health, your fitness levels? Some people, they don't understand that when it is the month of Ramadan, they still have to observe the matters of fitness. Even the way you eat, the way you walk, the way you do your daily activities. Because we have to emulate the lifestyle of the Sahaba Kiram. It is said in the Quran, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة. There was a great paradigm in Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Brothers and sisters in Islam, this paradigm or this example is that we have to live a healthy life. المؤمن قوي خير وحب إلى الله من المؤمن الضعيف. That believer who is qawiyun, who is strong in iman and faith, is most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers and sisters in Islam, you as a Muslim today, have you noticed how you have changed spiritually and physically? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves that mu'min or that believer who is strong spiritually and strong physically. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves a mu'min who keeps fit, loves a believer who keeps fit, not that believer who is lazy. Laziness is not loved in our deen Islam. Brothers and sisters in Islam, we're not allowed to procrastinate, but we should try our level best to keep our health intact and never ever to be people that overeat. People that overeat, you find that some brothers, they overeat, then brothers and sisters, they overeat, and then they don't observe their fitness level. Look at yourself as a Muslim today. Are you following the footsteps of the Sahaba Kiram? They to engage in jihad. Jihad is a misunderstood word. It means to fight against the evil that wants you to fall prey to the whispering of Shaitan or Lucifer, the devil. So when they used to partake the jihad, what was the condition of their bodies? They had to keep fit. They had to have healthy bodies. But nowadays, you'll find that someone will say, I want to be like the Sahaba Kiram. But what about your health? What about your fitness? Do you know that even when you want to perform your salah, you have to be in top-notch fitness? If you want to perform your Hajj, you have to be top-notch fit. Why? It is because Hajj requires a Muslim to be super fit. Whatever activity you want to do in life, in terms of your deen, in terms of your daily chores, you need to have a healthy body. Health is wealth, brothers in Islam. We don't mean pay so much money for the gym. Push-ups, number one. You can do your push-ups. You can do your squats. You can do your sprints at home. You don't have to go to any gym. Some brothers say, if you go to a gym, there's a lot of haram activities. Yes, that's you. That's what you like. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not force. Nobody forces you. So make sure that in your backyard, create your own gym. Create your own space to keep fit. Those sprints, those squats, running up and down. Even brisk walk. Brisk walk, I mean to walk very fast, up and down for about 10 minutes. And practicing how you breathe. Some people don't breathe properly. You do your stretch your body. Make sure you do your stretches for some few minutes and do your warm-up before any exercise. Make sure you do your warm-up. You can do it for 10 minutes, you can do it for 5 minutes, you can do it for 15 minutes. After that warm-up, then engage in proper exercise program, whereby you do your push-ups. Push-ups, you don't have to exert yourself and start with maybe like 50 or 100. Start with 10. From 10, you develop that fitness strength. Then you can do 12, you can do 15, you can do 20, you can do 30. It's very easy, brothers in Islam. The more we're healthy, the more our mindsets are good. And also, other than doing push-ups, mind what you eat. Mind what you eat. Don't just eat anything. And during the time of iftar and the time of suhoor, just protect few dates, a little bit of food. Don't overeat. Because the moment you overeat, that's the moment you lose it when it comes to fitness. Health is wealth, brothers and sisters in Islam. It is important for you and me to observe our health properly. At the same time, we have to be mindful that health benefits us. And every day as a Muslim, you're a role model. Somebody is looking at you, that this brother, this sister is keeping fit. What about myself? What am I doing when it comes to my health? What am I doing in order to enhance my fitness levels? We are about to end this month of Ramadan. It's going to be over. What have you done in terms of fitness? You find that when some people go back to the normal routine of eating, because you eat maybe 3 meals per day, some people end up overeating. They end up suffering from obesity. You go to so many masjids and brothers, they're big, a lot of fat on their bodies. And that is not right, brothers in Islam. But don't mean you have to approach them in a bad way or be disrespectful. Just approach the brother nice. Yeah, akhi, if you want a fitness program, we can do it together. We can exercise. We can do some sprints. We can go for jogging. Jogging, you don't have to pay a huge bill. No, jogging is any space you get, any road you get, any stadium you get. You can do jogging with your brother in Islam, even by yourself. That benefits you. We're in the COVID-19 era. The jogging benefits you when it comes to cardiovascular exercise. So when you jog, your cardiovascular system will be actually open up and you can breathe properly. You can walk properly. So the more your heart is strong due to those cardiovascular exercises, that's more you can tackle this disease also, which is called the coronavirus or the COVID-19. Brothers and sisters in Islam, health is wealth. As a Muslim today, ask yourself, where do you stand when it comes to your health? Where do you stand when it comes to improving your lifestyle when it comes to health? Some brothers, they end up with so many health problems. Why? It's because they don't take care of their bodies. They don't take care of their fitness levels. They just say, oh, I'm a Muslim today. I can just do my normal house chores and go to my business or at my workplace. That's it. They don't think about exercise. They don't think about maintaining their fitness levels. And they think that when you want to be fit, you have to pay a gym bill. No, it's not about going to the gym. It's about keeping fit even where you are at home. Salah itself is in a way of keeping fit. Salah also improves your spiritual health, but also it's a way of keeping fit. Make sure that all the proper actions or the rituals that you do in Salah, follow them properly. If it's time of sujood, sit properly during sujood. It's time of ruku, sit properly during the ruku. Actually, in ruku, make sure that you are in proper ruku. And when you make salam, make sure that you turn properly and you turn the right and the left. That's an exercise of your neck. So exercise is of different ways. You don't have to pay too much money. As I said, salah is a part of exercise, physically and spiritually. And then when you go home, make sure you do your squats, your sprints. This will help you, brother in Islam, to achieve high fitness levels. Now we're taking an ad break and we're coming back, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Salam Media, your spiritual companion this Ramadan.
This Ramadan, can we still feel the heartbreak, the grief, the pain? Islamic Relief needs you to keep feeling, because we believers are like one body. When any part aches, the whole body aches. Feel their pain. From just 450 Rand, you can ease their pain this Ramadan. Donate now to Islamic Relief. Visit www.islamic-relief.org.za.
Are you looking for a cross-border road transport company that is committed in achieving high safety standards, who is fast and efficient, and also excel in customer service? Gardi Global specializes in cross-border transport from South Africa to Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Malawi. Gardi Global, situated at 10 Daniel Road, Benrose, Johannesburg. For inquiries, contact our trained staff on 011 614 3108 or email info@gardiglobal.co.za. Safe, long haul into Africa is our business. Gardi Global Transport.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042-203-1400 or visit kwantu.co.za. The Kwantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
Highlights on the mid-morning talk.
Stress is something that we all experience and we all have to go through at some point in our life. And it also should come down to you wanting to receive the help, because many a times we brush it off as, no, but don't worry about it. I'm going to sort it out. It's nothing serious until it becomes a real problem and we're already in too deep.
With Mariam Kwanda, Wednesday and Thursdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Gift of the Needy is working tirelessly to bring relief directly to those who are COVID-19 positive by sponsoring oximeters, hot nutritious soup, grocery hampers, and rendering financial assistance. Donate now. Standard Bank, Gift of the Needy, 272-327-654. Contact us on 031-271-3102. View our projects online on www.giftoftheneedy.com. Gift of the Needy, bringing ease to those in need.
It's been a household name for years. It's been an important ingredient in South African kitchens, and it's been an affordable, healthy choice for your family. Helios. First our pure sunflower cooking oil, and now introducing Helios margarines and spreads. Following the same traditions and tastes you've grown to love and trust from Helios. Fortified with vitamins A, D, and E, also rich in omega-3 and 6 essential fatty acids for a healthy eating lifestyle. Helios margarine and spreads. Available now at all leading South African supermarkets. Helios margarine. The tradition lives on.
You are listening to Salam Media live from our headquarters in South Africa. This is Salam Media, keeping you company this Ramadan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome back to our Suhoor program. Currently, we're now doing the news updates. Tensions have been running high after days of protests in occupied East Jerusalem, and now it is flaring in Gaza. At least 21 Palestinians have been killed after Israeli air raids hit Gaza. Earlier, Hamas fired a barrage of rockets from the strip towards Jerusalem. Hamas launched that attack for what is called Israeli aggression in Al-Aqsa compound. Brothers and sisters in Islam, you can see how brothers and sisters in Islam are struggling in the land of Palestine, one of our beloved places, one of the places which we revere as the holiest sites of Islam. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy upon our brothers and sisters in Islam in Palestine. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for our brothers and sisters in Islam, for these are our family. It's painful that they are living in such difficult times. So may Allah SWT make it easy for them. Let's now listen to a clip in courtesy of Al Jazeera.
An exchange of rocket fire that lasted well into the night. The Israeli military launched deadly airstrikes in the Gaza Strip on Monday. Palestinian officials said children were among the dead.
Girls between the ages of 7 to 9 have died. How is it their fault? We were just sitting outside waiting for call to prayer.
Israel claimed a top Hamas official was among those killed. The strikes were in retaliation after missiles were fired from Gaza towards Israel. Most were intercepted by the country's Iron Dome defense system. At least one hit a village west of Jerusalem, causing damage but no casualties. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu accused the militant group of crossing a red line.
We will not tolerate harm to our territory, to our capital, to our citizens, or to our soldiers. He who attacks us will pay a heavy price.
The escalation follows a raid by Israeli police over the weekend outside El Aqsa Mosque, one of Islam's holiest sites. Hundreds of Palestinian worshippers were injured. Tensions ran high again on Monday at the mosque compound. Adding to the chaos, a huge fire engulfed trees at the site. Hamas has warned Israel to withdraw all of its forces there and in a district in East Jerusalem, where looming evictions of Palestinian families have fueled angry protests.
Salam Media, your link to a spiritual Ramadan.
أو كيف السبيل أنت بالتحدي تصنع المستحيل.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Ramadan Heals Tips. Memorizing the Quran by Sheikh Ishaq Jasad, talking about connecting the Quran 365 days a year and giving us some wonderful tips for how to memorize the noble Quran for any age group. The Quran is actually a book of guidance, a book of hidayah. We need to know how to read it, how to memorize it, we have to read the tajweed. So let's listen attentively to this wonderful talk to motivate us, to inspire us, pertaining to the Quran. This is the Shahr Quran, the month of Quran.
You know, you hear of people who only pick up the Quran and dust it from their shelves every Ramadan. And you hear of people who are Ramadan Muslims or Ramadan Quran reciters. This is actually not the correct mentality to have. In fact, the Quran should be with us every single day, 365 days a year. And this is so crucial because we shouldn't just focus on the Quran in Ramadan. We shouldn't just wait for Ramadan to come in order to recite the Quran. We shouldn't just wait for Ramadan to come to memorize the Quran. Yes, this is the month in which the Quran should be recited more frequently, but really, truly, we should be connecting with the Quran every single day of the year, right from the beginning of the year until the end of the year, and it should be continuous every day. We should not allow a day to go past where we don't even listen or even recite the Quran.
Salam Media, your link to a spiritual Ramadan.
لا تقل لي وحدي أو كيف السبيل أنت بالتحدي تصنع المستحيل.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome back to a wonderful Suhoor program being hosted by motivational speaker Sheikh Abdur Raheem Phiri. Now we're about to listen to a wonderful nasheed from Brother Mu'ad. It's called Ya Ilahi. Listen attentively, brothers in Islam. This is mesmerizing, amazing nasheed.
I raise my hands in the dead of night, asking God for a better life. And I know that He'll be there in the moment. His mercy's not equivalent, magnificent and infinite, the one I'll always turn to when I'm broken. Ya Ilahi, Ya Ilahi, Ya Ilahi, Ya Ilahi. سألت ربي ذا الجلال مغفرة فها النداء يزيل عني ما في قلبي يا رب يا من تنادي إنني قريب ولك أجيب لدمعة تنادي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters in Islam, we've been listening to a wonderful nasheed by our beloved brother Mu'ad. It's actually a heart-touching nasheed, saying, Ya Ilahi, my Lord, my Lord. Brothers and sisters in Islam, we are blessed to be in the beautiful month of Ramadan. As a Muslim right now, ask yourself, these are the last 10 days of Ramadan, the dying hours of our beautiful month of Ramadan. What have you benefited? What has changed in your life? How much have you improved? How much have you improved even pertaining to your Quran, your tajweed, your health, mainly your health? What are you doing to improve how you eat? And after Ramadan, where are you going to stand with our deen, brothers in Islam? We have to make dua, strong dua. Why? These are hard times. Not only that dua about ourselves, our brothers and sisters in Islam, in India, they're affected by the COVID-19. So let us make sure we also make dua for them. Life is very difficult for them. And our brothers in Palestine, it's not easy for them. Life is so difficult for them. They're being bombarded. And also, they actually enclosed. They don't even get any help from other places. But now, our only mission here, we're far from them. Let's make dua for them. Let's pray for them that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for them in these hard times, in these difficult times. Brothers and sisters in Islam, we're taking an ad break, and inshallah, we're coming back again with our Suhoor program with Sheikh Abdur Raheem Phiri, your motivational speaker.
Salam Media, your link to a spiritual Ramadan.
لا تقل لوحدي أو كيف السبيل أنت بالتحدي تصنع المستحيل My Lord, show me right from wrong.
Huda SA is an organization that focuses primarily on assisting communities within the Etequeni region by collaborating with existing Islamic centers, mosques and madrasas. Your contribution goes towards the uplifting of orphans and vulnerable children, including vulnerable families, by assisting with education, welfare, nutrition and maintenance of madrasas, mosques and Islamic community centers. Make the difference. Donate to our noble causes. More information is available at huda-int.org or WhatsApp or call us on 031 271 3049.
My Lord, show me right from wrong. Give me light, make me strong. I know the road is long.
Freedom Stationery supply Marlin and Marlin Kids pens to me and my school friends. They supply just about everything we need to help us get a better education, from books to files to rulers. In fact, any any accessory we need. Freedom Stationery. Education for the nation. What does accessory mean?
Over 30,000 children were treated at the emergency centre at Red Cross War Memorial Children's Hospital in 2020. This year, the Children's Hospital Trust calls on you to gift your charity towards the purchasing of life-saving medical equipment.
Elevate your Ramadan. Share your Sadaqah Jariyah and give the gift of life to sick and injured children. Donate today. Visit childrenshospitaltrust.org.za.
Elevate your Ramadan, elevate your rewards.
Motala Perfumes, one of the biggest perfume manufacturing houses in Africa, with a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility specializing in designing, creating, developing and producing new scents and matching designer fragrances for all our stores, as well as private labeling for individuals and companies across Africa. Visit your nearest Motala Perfumes store or visit our website at www.motalaperfumes.com for more information on creating your own brand.
Africa. Provide dignity, safety, and nourishment to millions of needy families in 14 countries across the globe this Ramadan by sponsoring towards the Africa Muslims Agency's More Than a Meal campaign. Sponsor a food hamper at 1,100 rands or an iftar suhoor meal box at 100 rands. Call Africa Muslims Agency on 011-834-8685 or donate at africamuslimsagency.co.za. Africa Muslims Agency, inspiring the spirit of giving.
Salam Media, your link to a spiritual Ramadan.
لا تقل لوحدي أو كيف السبيل أنت بالتحدي تصنع المستحيل.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome back to our wonderful Suhoor program with Sheikh Abdur Raheem Phiri, a motivational speaker. Now we're going to play a clip about the current scenario as far as travel and possible travel to the Holy Land this year and the protocols for the future. So listen attentively, brothers and sisters in Islam.
People, do they automatically get carried over? And we still, I should imagine you're going to fill us in on all the details. We're still not entirely in the clear in terms of just deciding to phone a travel agent, hop onto a plane and go for Umrah, etc. Things are very restrictive as we speak.
Absolutely. Let's take a step back and let's talk about what had transpired last year. As you know, around about June, we had taken consultation with our Foreign Affairs Minister, Minister Naledi Pandor, and our team and her team on the Middle East desk. And discussions were obviously afoot regarding, the closure of our borders and no South Africans being allowed to leave the country. We made that decision with, our board and National General Council to basically inform the pilgrims of South Africa that unfortunately it doesn't seem that they're going to be going. So all those accredited pilgrims were de-accredited and placed back into the queue according to their date and time of application. It's unfortunate that, we sit with a scenario where COVID is still ongoing, and as a result of which, we cannot guarantee that every single person who has been put back into the queue will obviously be given the same opportunity again this year. Date and time priority is a very important aspect because there may have been people who had, deferred their accreditation earlier than the decision taken, to de-accredit everybody. And those people would be a little bit earlier in the queue as a result of their date and time. So it would be unfair for people who applied in 2012 or 2013, if somebody in 2015 application who was accredited last year would then be able to go ahead of them. Those are the things that we grapple with. But overriding that particular scenario is the fact that the South African Hajj and Umrah Council awaits information from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as to what rules they're going to impose. As we've seen over a couple of days ago, the Saudis made the decision that they will, have Hajj taking place, and foreigners would probably be allowed to come in. Now, at this point in time, you alluded to the fact that we can't just get on a plane and go to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to perform Umrah. We are part of 20 countries that have been banned from entry into the kingdom as a result of our COVID strain. So, we unfortunately have that situation facing us as a very, very big blockade. And, with the third wave that is pending or potentially pending in South Africa, we sit with a bigger crisis than is, actually in the public eye. So just from that point of view, we wait for information whether there's going to be a reduced number of quota. Are we going to be, in fact, included in the list of international countries that, would have a reduced quota, or whatever the number may be that the Saudis decide? or are we still going to be on a banned list? And then if we are going to be included in that, what are the requirements or what are the protocols that we need to have? One specific, which we're seeing bandied around all the time, is that the vaccine is the most important aspect that they look at. Everybody who comes into the country must have a vaccination. Now, as we know, we are unfortunately in a situation where South Africa has not yet rolled out the vaccinations to the public. And that then puts us on an even bigger back foot than, we thought we would be in.
Shaheen, look, undoubtedly, not only Sahuk and the Umrah and Hajj operators, not only have they taken a knock last year, I should imagine some of them may even, I hope I'm wrong, but some of them may even, go out of business because of not, having worked an entire year and a half. And as you've alluded to the third wave, it might knock us even further back. So what does that scenario look like? How, who do you believe would be able to come back strong and still offer good value for money, good services? And as you and I have always spoken in the past, this is something I bring up with you all the time regarding the high prices of Hajj and Umrah travel. And you always talk to me about, the one thing you throw at me is supply and demand. So how does all of that then pan out if we do, inshallah, if we given the green light to go ahead, maybe this year or maybe next year?
Well, a couple of things that come to mind. I think the first and most important aspect is the supply chain. Not necessarily from the point of view that one needs to look at, the strength of a Hajj operator or an Umrah operator in South Africa. That is vital. And that is very, very important, especially from the point of view that, they still haven't fulfilled, some of them still have not fulfilled their obligation to return all the funds that people have left with them last year. So that in itself is a problem. Most of the money is still sitting in the kingdom, and those hoteliers or counterparts in the kingdom are obviously battling because they haven't had Umrah or they haven't had Hajj in order to, refund monies that are due to people whom didn't come or had to cancel. We've solicited, all the necessary inquiries through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the kingdom, through our DIRCO, through the Ministry of Hajj, to try and solicit, additional support and assistance in order to get that money back or expatriated as speedily as possible. The problem that we sit with at the moment is, if Hajj does go ahead, we need to look at the supply chain. We need to look at what is going to be the outcome and the process of those operators who have the ability to do what is necessary to be done. So when we talk about that, alhamdulillah, last year, as the Saudis made the decision not to have Hajj for international pilgrims, at least 3 or 4 Hajj operators refunded their pilgrims within a week 100% of the monies that was deposited with them. So that in itself tells me that those operators do have the financial clout and the ability to be able to carry forward what is necessary. Because remember, we had 20 operators last year. If there is a reduced quota, there has to be a measure of reduction in the number of service providers that also needs to, provide that services to the kingdom. That's your first point. Your second point is going to be, what is the supply chain going to look like? How many of the airlines will have the necessary capacity to be able to fly in? Many of the airline companies are actually not flying into South Africa. From about 38 to 42 international, carriers, we are down to about 8. And 5 of that 8 are our cross-border between ourselves and our neighboring countries in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, we look at a situation where if Emirates decides that they're not going to fly into South Africa because they're concerned about the strain and about various other factors relating to it, you can imagine how that's going to impact on, on the supply. Saudi Arabia has stopped all flights to South Africa, and as a result of which, it could become a very, very big problem and also a very expensive problem. Now, you speak about supply and demand. That's the one aspect relating to it. But the other aspect is the static costs, Julie. And, when we look at static costs, we're talking about tanazzul. We're talking about food prices in the kingdom. We're talking about the camp costs. We're talking about the bus costs. And those are all based in riyals, in Saudi riyals. Now, right now, the Rand-dollar exchange rate is about 14-1, which equates to plus minus 380 or 4 Rand, if we want to round it, to a riyal. Now, you can imagine if you're going to non-special services and your costs total, let's call it 2,500, riyals. That's excluding your tanazul. That already is 10,000 rand to your package. Your tanazul is 1,500 rand. Multiply that by 4 is another 6,000. So that's 16,000 before you even pay for accommodation in Makkah, Medina, Azizia, as well as paying for your air ticket. So when you extrapolate it or you extend it, it's quite an expensive exercise. But needless to say, that is not the issue from a perspective of where we are in South Africa, because if you look at prices worldwide, neighboring countries like Egypt, who come for Hajj, spend a minimum of 100,000 rand per person in order to come for their Hajj. And they
Why
come for
is
a
that,
much short-
Shane? Yeah, why is that?
That just depends entirely on the type of servicing that they get.
Okay.
You look at the United States of America, they pay about 150,000 rand for an average price. The United Kingdom does the same, and they come for a much shorter duration. Their duration is no more than 4 weeks. In 2015, alhamdulillah, I visited Malaysia with one of my colleagues. We were invited by Tabung Haji to attend a Hajj symposium. And at that time, there were 12 other countries that visited or that participated. When we sat down and we spoke about the costs that we have, our cost is less than $5,000. At that time, I'm talking about where we worked it out. Not a single one of those other countries' cost was under $5,000, and they couldn't understand why. Ours is specifically because the majority of our people go in on the 1st of Zilqaidah, and they stay in Medina, then they go to Makkah, then they go to Azizia. So we avoid the high seasoned areas in Makkah in itself, and that helps us to keep the costs down. So it's a case of understanding the do's and the don'ts and manipulating yourself around the seasonal activity within the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So that helps us from a point of view that we keep the costs at a reasonable level. Secondly, we are the only country other than the United States and the United Kingdom who has what they call couple rooms. In Malaysia, for example, you'll have 4 people sharing men, 4 people sharing women. You don't have couple situations. Anybody who wants to go as a couple will go with what they call a premium package, and that's $10,000 plus per person.
Okay, Shane, hold that thought. So many more questions coming your way. We need to take an ad break. We'll be back with you in a minute or two, inshallah.
No problem.
Media, your link to a spiritual Ramadan.
لا تقل لوحدي أو كيف السبيل أنت بالتحدي تصنع المستحيل.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters in Islam, that was a short clip which was talking and clarifying the possible travel to the Holy Land, the protocols you've all had. So these are 19. So you and me as Muslims, we must look at ourselves as fortunate to be alive during these hard times. Sometimes life has to be tough. These are tests from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to test our sabr, to test our patience. Indeed, we're in difficult times, but inshallah, by the grace of Allah, we will be able one day to go for Hajj and Umrah easily without any difficult problems as we're facing right now during the COVID-19. فَصَبَرٌ jamil. As the Quran says that patience is beautiful and patience pays. Brothers and sisters in Islam, these are hard times during the COVID-19. We all want to go for Hajj. We all want to go for Umrah. But these are hard times. Allah is testing us. So we must observe patience. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly says in the Quran that فَإِنَّمَا الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا, that after hardship comes ease. After this COVID-19, if we are patient, we're going to see better days. Days where we're going to travel freely and comfortably. So just be patient, brothers in Islam. Do not give up. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open so many ways for us to be able to go for Hajj and Umrah easily without this COVID-19, without even the mask. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy upon us. Inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change our condition. And one day, by the grace of Allah, we make dua that this coronavirus should end and should absolutely be erased in this dunya. Now, let's play a nasheed while we get to Maulana Muhammad Aku playing a nasheed right now. Listen to it attentively, brothers, and be inspired, be motivated by this wonderful nasheed.
It's the day of Eid, celebrate and see the Ummah together as family. Oh, it's the day of Eid, celebrate and see the Sunnah of our beloved Nabi. Oh, it's the day of Eid, celebrate and see the Ummah together as family. Oh, it's the day of Eid, celebrate and see the Sunnah of our beloved Nabi. We rush out of bed to pray together. With hugs and salam, we greet each other. The children rejoice with gifts all around. Happy, content, their joy has no bounds. It's the day of Eid, celebrate and see the Ummah together as family. Oh, it's the day of Eid, celebrate and see the Sunnah of our beloved Nabi. Oh, it's the day of Eid, celebrate and see the Ummah together as family. Oh, it's the day of Eid, celebrate and see the Sunnah of our beloved Nabi. We cast our eyes to the heavens above for the blessings and mercy showered on us. Whoever you are, wherever you're from, can you ever deny the beauty of
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome back to our wonderful Suhoor program live on Salam Media. You might be listening on the Facebook page or on Salam Media's website. Welcome to this wonderful program, the Suhoor program. Now we're going to be listening to Maulana Ahmad Aku. Let's get motivated. Maulana, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sheikh Abdur Raheem, how are you?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I hope wherever you are in good health, and your family, alhamdulillah, is in good health. We want to listen to your wonderful motivation in Nasiha. Maulana, you know you are a powerful motivational speaker. So rejuvenate the minds and the hearts of the Ummah, Hazrat Maulana. We love you so much.
Ameen. Jazakallah khair for the opportunity, Sheikh Abdur Raheem. Allah bless you. My beloved listeners, Allah bless one and all. This month of Ramadan, which is such a bounty, such a ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah allowed us to experience the days and the nights of this month. Let us capitalize in whatever we have. This month is actually slipping away from us so rapidly. Let us take whatever we can. Understand this few moments left of this month to be like someone who has a huge, powerful vault with all sorts of amenities and bounties and pleasures and luxuries inside there, including all valuables, gold, silver, treasures. And he says to you, you know what, this is my entire vault with gold bars and all sorts of valuables. What you do, here's the keys, and you have the opportunity to go inside, to spend a few hours, and you start from now until sunset. It's your opportunity to take as much as you can and as much as you want. But what you and I did is we went inside and we saw the beautiful valuables there, the treasures, the pearls, the gold, the valuables. And next to that, we saw a lovely table laden with all lovely delicacies and foods. So we said, okay, let's eat first. And then we ate and we enjoyed ourselves and we partook of the meals. Then we said, hey, you know what? We're tired now. Let's have some dessert and some ice cream. So we had that as well. And then we said, okay, there's still so much of time. We'll collect whatever we can, collect a little later. Let's rest first. There's a beautiful bedding there, spreading there a bed. Let's enjoy some rest first. And then we went to sleep. And then hours went by and we enjoyed such deep sleep. And then the time had elapsed and there wasn't an opportunity for us to get anything from those opportunities that was afforded to us. Let's be unwise like this individual. Allah has allowed us His tablecloth and His vault. Whatever we can take, whatever we can graze, whatever we can accumulate from good deeds, things that are more valuable than gold bars, than pearls, than emerald, than ruby. Every second is valuable. As they say, time is money. This is more important than money. Money can still go and come back. This time will never ever come back. Allah in the Quran takes oath by the token of time. Walla asr. So let's value every second we have that's left month of Ramadan. Number one. Number two, I request one and all, let's cleanse our hearts. When the angels of Allah, in the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the angels of Allah asked Jibreel alayhi salam, what has Allah done regarding the needs of the believers from the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So Jibreel alayhi salam says to the angels, Allah has looked at them favorably and Allah has pardoned them. So everyone is pardoned. Allah make us of those who are pardoned and forgiven. But there are certain people who are not forgiven even in this month of Ramadan. So when they asked who, so he said, number one, he who will not forsake his intoxicants. So Allah help us, the month of Ramadan is passing, and this month is for us to change and become better people. It's not that we become seasonal Muslims, that okay, Ramadan is here, so I change for Ramadan. Ramadan is the stepping stone to change for the rest of our lives. Ramadan is not a pause button. Like we sing something and we just put pause. Allah forbid. No, Ramadan is not a pause button to vice. That as Ramadan elapses, we carry on with the lives, that the frivolous, disobedient, negligent lives we were living. No, Ramadan is a stepping stone to change, to become better human beings. So, yes, this is the month to beg Allah. Allah, whatever intoxicants we were taking, help me leave it, Allah. Help me take it out of my life, Allah. Help me become a better human being, Allah. Number one. Number two, the one who will not be forgiven is those who are defiant to their parents. Let's seek their pardon and let's become better children for our parents. And let's become better parents towards our children. Let's become better students towards our teachers and tutors. Let's become better teachers towards our students. Let's become better neighbors to our neighbors. And let's become better comrades to everyone out there in the world. Let's learn character. Another person who will not be forgiven is one who breaks family ties. Allah forgive us. Today, small issues make us break ties with people, whether it be family, whether it be partners, whether it be fellow human beings. We should be of those who make ties and maintain ties. And that is the quality of humility. Allah loves when we humble ourselves to Allah. And we ask for pardon even though we were right, and say, you know what? Let's look at the bigger picture and ask for forgiveness. Even from each other, just to maintain the unity. And the other who will not be forgiven in this night is, and in this month, is Mushahin, one who harbors hatred in his heart. Allah save us. We have to cleanse our hearts. Let's say if we have animosity towards anyone in our hearts, what should we do? Make dua, Allah cleanse our hearts, number one. Number two, give that person gifts. It will remove the hatred. And number three, praise that person behind his back. Talk good about him. And because Shaitan wants us to speak bad about him, we should speak about the good of this person. And number four, make dua that Allah make that person better. When we do that, Allah will cleanse our hearts from any hostility, animosity towards anyone. Then when the night of Fitr comes in, what is the night of Fitr? The night we sight the moon in. That is such a blessed night. That night is called Laylatul Ja'iza. It could be tonight or tomorrow night. That night could be the night of prize giving. So when that night of prize giving comes in, then many of us seem or think that, that's a night now to merry-make. Actually, the night before the day of Eid, that means Eid has started already. As believers, we should spend that night also in worship. One interesting hadith, Allah's Habib sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he who worships Allah and spends the night before the two Eids awake in worship and salah and zikrullah, Allah will make his heart so strong that the day the hearts of humanity die, his hearts will not die. Okay, this is the translation of the wordings of the hadith. What does it mean? That everyone's heart will die, his heart won't die. One meaning is, when people take effect before the judgment day, from the trials and tribulations and the signs of judgment, like so many confusions, so many, misunderstandings out there in the world, a lot of these are signs of the day of judgment. Such a person will not take effect from the trials before the day of judgment. Allah will make his heart immune. Like there's some virus there, there's some disease there, there's some bacteria there. Some people get sick. Another person has a stronger immune system. Allah will give such a person a strong immunity where his heart will not take effect from other things besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who? The one who makes ibadat the night before the Eid. Then something else. When walking to the Eidgah, There's lots of angels as well saying Ameen to our du'as and giving the ummah glad tidings. Inshallah, if Allah gives us an opportunity, we will discuss again what happens in the morning of Eid, but that's jumping the gun. Something else to share with our wonderful listeners who are on this peace radio, which is Salam Media. Allah bless one and all. Beloved brothers, respected listeners, let us understand that we are the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we have a great responsibility, and I'll be finishing with this. We have a great responsibility. What's our responsibility? That we have to share Islam with the rest of the world. We cannot keep Islam to ourselves, but we have to share Islam with the whole of humanity. The non-Muslims will not read the Quran. Some would, but what they will read is our character. Let's, in this month of Ramadan, and even after Ramadan, fulfill a great duty. What is that duty? Because we are from the ummah of Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we have a great duty. And after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's no Nabi to come. And that's why our duty is to spread the message of Islam to the non-Muslims, whether they are our neighbors, whether they are our patients, whether they are our customers, whether they are our friends. We should politely, kindly invite them to Islam. Even give them some kajur, some dates, a beautiful translation of the Quran, some literature on Islam. Welcome them, invite them if they would like to come and visit our masjid to see how beautiful it is in the masjid. This can carry on after Ramadan as well. But I want to remind each other that this is our duty. Like we have to worship Allah, which is a duty and a pleasure, this is another duty of ours. Why? Because before Allah would send messengers to do this, but after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's no Nabi to come. Allah bless us all. Should we make dua, Sheikh Abdur Raheem?
Yes, make sure dua, Maulana.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen wa sallallahu ala nabi al-ummi bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah. You are most kind, most compassionate, most merciful, most loving. Ya Allah, we ask you to bless us all in this Mubarak month of Ramadan. Ya Allah, help us to live our lives like the days and the nights of the month of Ramadan. Ya Allah, make it such that when the time of our death comes, Ya Allah, you are happy with us. And we are happy, Ya Allah. We leave this world with Iman. Allah, help us leave this world with Iman. Allah, help us protect our Iman. Allah, help us preserve our Iman. Ya Allah, there's so many trials and tribulations out there. You make it easy for the whole of humanity. Wherever people are suffering, make it easy for them, Ya Allah. Allah, our Muslims who are suffering in France, Ya Allah, in Syria, Ya Allah, in Palestine, Ya Allah, everywhere in the world. In India, the people are suffering there. Ya Allah, make it easy for them. In Africa, the hunger, the difficulties, make it easy for them. Ya Allah, you make it easy, Ya Allah. We ask you through the Quran. Ya Allah, we ask you to bless our wonderful country, South Africa, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, we ask you to enable us to share this beautiful deen with the wonderful non-Muslims out there, our local people, our brothers from all sorts, Ya Allah. Put love in our hearts for each other, that we never ever look down upon any of your creation, but we show love and care and kindness and compassion to all your creation. Allah, help us to be those who will make salam first and maintain ties and forgive others and ask forgiveness from others so that we gain and acquire your pleasure, Ya Allah. Give us the quality of humility and humbleness. Ya Allah, we ask you for all good for the entire humanity in totality. يا رب صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم وصلى الله على النبي الأمي برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Those are wonderful words from Maulana Muhammad Aku. Jazakallah khairan, Maulana.
Jazakallah for the opportunity, Sheikh Abdur Raheem. Jazakallah for the opportunity, and we appreciate it.
You are amazing, mashallah. May Allah reward you.
Ameen,
Ameen.
ameen.
Those words. Your words were so inspiring. This is one of the best bayans of 2021 during this COVID-19.
Allah forgive us. Allah forgive us.
Praise you, Barak Maulana. You have motivated the world. Your words resonate hither and thither. You are brilliant, Maulana. Your words really touch my heart. That may Allah SWT unite us as the Ummah Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Help us to spread the message even to non-Muslims. Even to change during these last dying minutes of Ramadan, that you even say time is money. People say time is money. So during this short time, well, asr, inna al-insana fi khusr. But the token of time, man is at loss. What have you achieved Maulana said, what have you achieved during this month of Ramadan? Have you left those intoxicants that you are addicted to? When you mean intoxicants, anything that disturbs your mindset, even cigarettes themselves, alcohol, drugs. This has been mentioned nicely by Maulana Sahib. We really appreciate. Now, let's go to our niyyah, our dua for sihr. We must say, Allahumma asumu ghadan lak, faghfir li ma qaddamtu wa ma akhartu. Wa ma akhartu. Oh Allah, I shall keep fast today for you. Therefore, forgive all my past and future sins. So, brother Islam, this is our, let's make niyyah right now. Is it the cut-off time for to begin our fast? 5:13. So let us make sure that we read this dua. Allahumma asumu ghadan laka faghfir li ma qaddamtu wa ma ta'akhartu. So, brothers in Islam, it basically means I shall keep fast today for you, therefore forgive all my past and future sins. Let's take an ad break, brothers in Islam, and we'll come back, inshallah.
Salam Media, your link to a spiritual Ramadan.
لا تقل لي وحدي أو كيف السبيل أنت بالتحدي تصنع المستحيل.
Add a sprinkling of sparkles to your magical parties and special occasions. With colorful party supplies and awesome helium balloons, celebrate Ramadan and Eid in style with our stunning range of decorations, disposable tableware, gift bags, fancy boxes, elegant serviettes, and so much more. Be sparkled by our wide range of household and takeaway packaging, glassware, bakeware, and beautiful wedding accessories just for you. Sprinkles and Sparkles Party Shop. You'll want it all. Opened Monday to Sunday. Visit us at 431 Inanda Road, Parlock, Durban, South Africa. Call 031 577 0604. Follow us on Instagram at Spring and Spark and Facebook at Sprinkles and Sparkles.
Our efforts continue all through the blessed month of Ramadan.
So our aim is to, inshallah, literally save a few lives in whichever little way.
Thanks to your support, we have provided thousands of people with staple and nutritious food pack supplies, access to fresh and clean water, and education supplies, and so much more.
I think it's a lot about the community and our well-wishers. And
Penny Appeal utilizes your fitra donations to help make a difference to the lives of some of the most vulnerable and needy families.
And for that, every single day, we're really thankful for given the opportunity to serve humanity.
We ensure they receive their food packs well ahead of Eid, ensuring that every family we serve benefits from your fitra contribution. Fidya and or kafara also accepted. Visit www.pennyappeal.org.za or call 031 1100 573. Penny Appeal. Small change, big difference. Motala Perfumes, one of the biggest perfume manufacturing houses in Africa, with a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility specializing in designing, creating, developing and producing new scents and matching designer fragrances for all our stores, as well as private labeling for individuals and companies across Africa. Visit your nearest Motala Perfumes store or visit our website at www.motalaperfumes.com for more information on creating your own brand.
Abu Huraira narrated that he heard the Prophet Muhammad, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, say, "In black seed there is a healing for every disease except death." This Ramadan, experience the health benefits of this ancient blessed seed by using the Tib Black Seed range. Black seed assists the body to boost immunity, regulate blood sugar levels, reduce inflammation, and act as a potent antioxidant. Experience a holistic approach to health by introducing the Tib Black Seed range into your Ramadan routine. Available in capsules, pure cold-pressed oil, and a vapor rub. Trust Tib Health Sciences for quality black seed products. For more information, visit blackseed.co.za. Available at leading pharmacies.
Mates Linen Eid sale now on. Pop in store for these amazing deals. Quilts from 170 Rand. Private collection standard pillows, twin pack from 80 Rand. Pierre Cardin duvet covers from 250 Rand. Assorted scatters from 100 Rand. We are stockers of Linen House Range and Designer Curtains by Stuart Graham. Let Mates Linen turn your house into a home. Mates Linen Branded Outlet, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport, Durban. Call us on 031 209 0176.
Looking to cook delicious meals whilst trying to stay healthy this Ramadan? Try Sunfoil Pro Chef Canola Oil. It's high in omega-3 fatty acids and has a platinum endorsement from the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Sunfoil Pro Chef, the healthier choice. Want to know a secret? You can create delectable treats from your favorite bakery in your very own home this Ramadan. The best bakers know for the perfect decadent treat, they only use Wooden Spoon baking margarine. Wooden Spoon, the magic in baking.
Salam Media, your link to a spiritual Ramadan.
لا تقل لي وحدي أو كيف السبيل أنت بالتحدي تصنع المستحيل.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome back to Salam Media live Suhoor program with your motivational speaker, Sheikh Abdur Raheem Phiri. Now, Fajr Adhan, we're going to Fajr Adhan in Makkah Fajr Salah led by Sheikh Humaid, followed by Juz 30 by Sheikh Maher Muakil, one of the best renowned Quran reciter in the world. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are back.
Salam Media, your spiritual companion this Ramadan.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا